Hola muchachos and what is muchachoettes? Maybe? I don't know. This is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back another episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where we unbox and give my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see what I see when I see it, you see it, then go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have new videos on that. So thank you for all those that are subscribers. We are currently at about 3250 on our way to 4,000 by the end of November 1st, by the beginning of November on that. We're currently in our 3,000 subscriber giveaway, but I digress. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about another action figure from McFarlane Toys and from one of my favorite animes. Yes, you guessed it, folks. Demon Slayer. It is my final 7-inch figure that I have from that wave that is out, and it is an Upper Moon, to be specific, Upper Moon 3 Akaza. So I can't wait to open this. I can't wait to pit him against Rengoku and to let you know what I think about this figure. So let's go to my lab and do a little bit of blood art. It is finally here, folks, the match you've been waiting for, the very first match between these two, Rengoku and Akaza. Akaza still in the box. Of course, we know towards the end of the manga, spoiler alerts, we get Yu, Tomioka, and Tanjiro fighting Akaza. And so we just see a lot of really, really cool fights in that Infinity Castle arc. But here he is. This is him in his box. Let's move Rengoku out of the way. I still have two more Demon Slayer figures from McFarlane to open. They're minor figures. So we have this right here, the Tanjiro, Deluxe Tanjiro set here. And then we have the Kyoge figure right there that I've got to get out of the box here. Probably in the near future, you'll see them in a review or something. But there is Akaza right there. Here is the front of the package. Here's the side. Here's the back with his face. He fights with his fist. He fights honorably. He will not fight women. He will not fight women. He will fight men, and he will fight those that will fight him. But there it is. So let's get this package open. Let's get him out of the box and on to my review slab here. So let's do that now. And here is Akaza Upper Moon 3. He could be Upper Moon 2, but he just basically, well, there's some lore behind that. I just won't get into that right now, but here he is out of the box onto my table. What you get in the package right now, of course, you get the signature McFarlane little dish to kind of use to help balance and stand him. You also get two extra pairs of hands here, fist hands, closed fist hands, open hands, grabby hands, all sorts of stuff like that. And then, of course, the figure itself, which is right here. So let's bring it in for a closer look and inspection. And that is a very nice representation of Upper Moon 3 right there. I really do dig the colors. I don't know if it comes through on the camera, but the colors do look really good. The vest is a soft goods vest there. Looks like you could take it off if you wanted to there. And then, of course, the artwork on his body is just freaking amazing here. So it looks really, really nice. There's no like overspray. It looks like they did a really decent job on the paint on this, and a really decent job on the paint on those eyes and things like that too as well. Let's see if I can get that light in there so you can kind of see that much better. But yeah, definitely right there. So looks good. Love the detail here with the belt. Love the, again, here just looks just like he popped out of the anime, right? Now, of course, this is like a $24.99 figure. So if you're wanting something more accurate looking, better looking. You're going to be paying a lot more money with like a Figma figure, for example. I believe they do have a Figma version of Akaza, which I do not have. I'd love to get, but I do not have. But you're looking at about $75 to $100 for a Figma figure versus $24.99. So if you're a Demon Slayer fan on a budget, this might be the way to go. So let's bring in our ruler here. Let's see how tall he is. So currently measures up to about 6 inches even from to the top of his head right there. And then articulation wise, 22 points of articulation, just like every McFarlane figure before it, has the same articulation that all McFarlane figures have. So we'll just kind of go into that really quickly. You got the head articulation. He can spit pea green soup, do the little exorcist thing right there if you want him to. Arm pops up. It's like on a little bit of a ratcheted joint there. You have this right here, the upper arm twist. I don't know what you would call that. The upper arm thigh. That's what I'm going to call it right now. You have more than a 90-degree bend at the elbow. You also have, this is on a ball joint too, the fists and stuff like that. And you can go all the way around, up, down. You also have a little bit of movement in and out. So you can kind of see here, you have just this joint here that gives you a little bit more movement. Now mine here has issue with this arm is a little bit loose here, so I got to get that fixed up so that way it works out great. So when I took it out of the package, that arm was already disconnected. The top part, you have the top ab crunch moves, you have the bottom ab crunch moves as well, and then the legs, you do just about get the Van Damme on that. There is the joints in there. You have a little bit of twist, not much, but you do get it to go back about that much. This clothes gets in the way, and then you have about a 90-degree bend there, and then you have, of course, the toes on a basically a ball, and you have the toe articulation there. So that is just a little bit of the articulation, and so far so good. Just again, my only complaint is how easy this arm pops off for me there, so that's a big no-no right there. But looks great, feels good in the hands, nice solid plastic like McFarlane has on that. Now I know a lot of people give McFarlane grief. You either love or hate these figures. You either love or hate, especially they give him grief about like he does have a lot of Batmans, but I think he's doing a really good job on these Demon Slayer anime figures. So there he is, rotisserie view. So there's the front, the side, the back, the side, and the front again on that. So, well, let's do this. Let me go ahead and bring in some other figures for comparison so we can kind of compare them, and then I want to get them in some dynamic shots with Rengoku, definitely with Rengoku on that, and we'll go from there. All right, pop quiz, hot shot. What martial arts style does Akaza practice? So if you can tell me that, please put it in the comments below, and you will get bragging rights and forever my respect if you can tell me the martial arts style Akaza practices. So let's bring in the first Hashira he kind of fights on screen, and that is Rengoku in the Mugen Train arc. If you haven't watched that arc, it is a phenomenal arc. It is not Noah's arc. It is a great arc to watch. Let's bring in a 5-inch Rengoku. We're just going to surround Akaza with Rengokus here, and so we're going to have a 5-inch McFarlane Rengoku right there. This is Bandai Ultimate Legends Rengoku right here. So let's just bring that. Let's just pull this camera out just a little bit. Oh, that Rengoku fell. They're so gentle. They're so, not gentle, but you know what I mean. There's that Rengoku, just off camera, just a hair. There we go. Get him back on the camera. So there you go. You got Akaza surrounded by Rengoku. So you got the 7-inch, the 5-inch. That's the Bandai Ultimate Legends. Here he is a 3.75 Ahsoka Tano. We'll take a 6-inch Black Series right there, Cobb Vanth. And then, why not, just for poops and giggles, a deluxe class Beachcomber. There he is, compared, of course, he's gonna scale well with McFarlane. He is a smaller Upper Moon, but extremely fast, extremely powerful. And encourage you, if you're not watching Demon Slayer, it is a very, very good anime. Definitely not for young kids to watch, but really, really cool anime. It's kind of like, for me, it's almost like vampires and stuff like that. So it's really cool. I mean, they can't go out in the sunlight. They eat people. You can't feed them after midnight, can't get them wet. Wait, no, that's Gremlins. But anyway, let's talk through my final thoughts on Akaza and tell you if you should pick this figure up. Back together for my final thoughts on Akaza. So let's bring him in. Probably quote pose, I'll keep him in, just like the strong poses that you can kind of put him in. Just definitely really love the barehanded, bare-fisted kind of just fighting style that he has. I think he is really strong, really amazing. I think one of the only real, I don't want to say the only real upper moon that has honor in his fighting with, but anyway, just very cool. So pros, I do love the look of this figure. It looks great. Now, you're never going to get it 100% accurate, but I think this looks good. The paint looks good and stuff like that. My cons on this figure is really simple. Mine, the arm comes off super, super easy on this copy. So I could fix that, but why should I have to fix it when, it's a figure I just bought, so I shouldn't have to fix it right away. But overall, I mean, I think you'd be very, very happy if you're a Demon Slayer fan, if you're a McFarlane Toys fan, if you're an anime fan. I think this figure, you've got to have it, especially if you've got the Hashira or Tanjiro or any of the other Demon Slayer figures. You need to have an Upper Moon 3 Akaza. So I'm hoping next wave we get the other Upper Moons, we get the other Hashira. That would be awesome. I'd love to see the whole collection of Hashira be completed for this. That would be great. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would give this one a very good to pretty awesome. So definitely you can pick them up at Amazon, Target, Walmart, those different places if you want to, GameStop, or overseas, I don't know where, but you can pick them up in those different areas. So tune in next time when we talk about something else, good, bad, or awesome. But thank you so much to my members. And if you want to support this channel financially, think about doing that by clicking that membership button down below and join. But thank you so much. So tune in next time. In the meantime, y'all stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.